1. Captain Bones.
Jim Hawkins lived with his mother on the west coast of England. They had an inn called the Admiral Benbow. One day, the old pirate Captain Bones arrived.
Good evening, sir.
A glass of rum, boy. I like this inn. I'll stay here for a while. Come here, boy. You look out for a sailor with one leg. If you see him, tell me.
Captain Bones stayed at the inn for weeks. Every evening he drank.
More rum. 15 men on a demonstration with a bottle of rum.
The captain was a violent man. One evening, he shouted at Dr. Livesey.
Silence over there! Do you hear me?
But Dr. Livesey was not afraid.
I am a doctor. I can tell you this. If you continue drinking, you will soon be dead.
What?
Captain Bones pulled out a knife.
Put that knife down, or you will be under arrest.
The captain was furious, but he sat down. Every morning, Captain Bones went for a walk. One day, a stranger arrived at the inn.
Is my friend Bill here?
The captain?
Yes, the captain. I'll sit here and wait for him.
An hour later, the captain returned.
Black Dog, how did you find me?
Hello, Bill. Nice to see you again. Bring us some rum, boy. Bill and I want to talk.
A few minutes later, Jim heard angry voices.
No. No. No!
The captain pulled out his sword. Black Dog ran to the door.
We'll come back for you, Bill.
The captain sat down. His face was white.
I must get away before they come.
2. The Blind Man.
Captain Bones was ill for days.
Jim, lad, bring me a glass of rum.
But the doctor said...
Just one glass, Jim. I need it. Thank you. They want my map, Jim. Captain Flint gave it to me. If I die, you can have it. The black spot. I'm afraid of the black spot.
What's the black spot?
It means it's the end. It means you're finished.
2 days later, an old man came to the inn.
Will nobody help a blind man? Where am I?
You're at the Admiral Benbow Inn, sir.
Give me your hand, my young friend.
Ouch!
Take me to the captain, boy.
They went inside. Captain Bones looked at the blind man in terror.
Now, Bill, don't move. I can't see, but I can hear. Give me your hand. Goodbye, Bill.
The captain looked at his hand.
The black spot. Tonight,
Jim came in. He saw Captain Bones on the floor.
He's dead.
Jim told his mother about the captain.
Now we have no money. He didn't pay us.
He said I can have his map.
A map?
Yes, I think it's in his chest.
They went upstairs to the captain's room.
Here it is.
What's that?
It's the blind man. Quick!
They ran outside. The blind man was at the front door with 3 companions.
Break the door! In! 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 Get the map!
Bill's dead! There's no map here!
It's that boy! Find him! I'll pull out his eyes!
Riders are coming! Let's go!
Wait! Don't leave me here! I can't see!
The blind man ran in front of the horses.
Be careful! Where are you going?
Oh, no. I think he's dead.
3. Long John Silver.
Jim asked the riders for help.
Can you take me to Dr. Liversy's house?
All right. Jump up behind me.
The doctor was with his friend, Mr. Trelawney.
Doctor! Dr. Liversy, please help me.
Jim, what's the matter? Come in and tell us.
Jim told them his story.
Who is this Captain Flint that Bones mentioned?
Ah, I know. He's dead now, but he was a terrible pirate. They say he had an enormous treasure, but nobody knows where it is.
Show me the map, Jim. My God! This map is worth a fortune. It shows exactly where Flint's treasure is buried.
Trelawney was very excited.
Livesey, I'm going to Bristol tomorrow. You and Jim can meet me in 10 days. We'll have the finest ship in England. We're going to Treasure Island.
10 days later, Trelawney met the doctor and Jim in Bristol.
Good morning, Livesey. Hello, Jim. Come and see our ship. There she is, the Hispaniola.
She's beautiful.
Yes, she's a magnificent ship. We'll soon be on our way to find Flint's treasure.
Shh, Trelawney! Don't say that in public. Have we got all the members of the crew?
Yes. I met a sailor called Long John Silver, a good man. He has an inn here. He helped me to choose the crew.
Is Silver coming with us?
Yes, he's the ship's cook. Look, there's his inn. Jim, can you give him this note?
When Jim went into the inn, he had a surprise.
Long John Silver has a wooden leg. Captain Bones talked about a sailor with one leg, but it can't be Silver.
He gave Silver the note.
Mr. Silver, this is a note from Mr. Trelawney.
Ah, thank you. You must be Jim. Pleased to meet you.
Jim saw a man at the door.
Stop! It's Black Dog, one of the pirates.
Quick! Stop that man! A pirate? In my inn? What did he want here? Come on, Jim. You're a good lad. Let's go and tell Mr. Trelawney what you saw.
4. The Voyage.
The next day, Trelawney took the doctor and Jim to the ship.
Let's go on board. We're sailing tomorrow. The captain is called Smollett.
On the ship, they met the captain.
Ah, good morning, Captain Smollett. Is everything all right?
Mr. Trelawney, I don't like the men on this ship, and I don't like this mission.
What exactly is the problem, Captain?
Everybody is talking about the treasure. You told me that this was a secret mission, but all the crew know where we are going.
And you say that you don't like the crew?
Precisely. I am the captain of this ship. It's my responsibility to choose the men. Not John Silver's, the ship's cook.
Silver is a good man.
Perhaps he is, but if I am the captain, you must do what I say. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, Livesey, what do you think of our captain?
He's a difficult man, Trelawney, but I think he's honest.
Later that day, Captain Smollett saw Jim.
You boy, what are you doing here? Go down and help the cook.
Yes, sir.
The next day, the Hispaniola sailed from Bristol. Jim was fascinated by the Hispaniola. He explored the ship. He became a friend of Long John Silver.
Hello, Jim. Come and talk to me. My parrot here is called Captain Flint.
Hello, Captain Flint.
That bird is 200 years old, Jim. He's been to India, to Madagascar, to Suriname. Oh, the things he has seen.
All the sailors admired Silver.
Long John Silver is no ordinary man, Jim. He has the courage of a lion.
He went to a good school when he was a boy. He can speak like a book.
But Captain Smollett was not convinced.
Well, Captain, are you satisfied with the men?
We are not there yet, Mr. Trelawney. We must wait and see.
The ship sailed for weeks across the Atlantic Ocean.
Are we near Treasure Island?
The wind is good. The captain says we'll see the island tomorrow.
5. The Apple Barrel.
The next morning, the doctor saw Jim on the deck.
Go and get me an apple, Jim. They're in the barrel downstairs.
Jim went down and found the barrel.
I can't see any apples. We'll climb inside to look.
Silver arrived with Israel Hands. They didn't see Jim.
When will we take over the ship and kill them? I say, let's do it now.
No. I give the orders. We do it when I say. We can wait. The captain takes us to the island, and Trelawney takes us to the treasure. Then, when we've got the treasure, we kill them all. But not before. Get me an apple from that barrel, Israel. I feel hungry.
Jim was terrified. But just then, there was a shout.
There it is, Israel. Treasure Island.
Silver and Israel Hands looked at the island. They didn't see Jim come out of the barrel.
Flint's treasure is there, waiting for us.
If we can find it. Ah, Jim. Come and look at the island.
A few minutes later, Jim saw the doctor.
Dr. Livesey, I have terrible news. Come with me to the captain's cabin.
Jim told them what he had heard.
They're planning to take the treasure and kill us. I heard them.
What? A mutiny?
Silver? That man's incredible.
I'm sorry, Captain Smollett. I was a fool. You were right.
Are all of the crew with Silver?
No. Hunter, Joyce, and Redruth are my men. I know we can depend on them.
Silver has 19 men, and we are only 7. What can we do?
We must pretend that we know nothing. We must take them by surprise.
Jim, you can help us. Keep your eyes and ears open. Find out what Silver is planning.
6. Murder.
Captain Smollett looked at the map.
We can bring the ship in here, next to Skeleton Island.
There's no wind.
The boats can pull us in. Into the boats, men! Pull the ship in!
Aye, aye, sir.
The men pulled the ship near the island.
I don't like this atmosphere, Doctor. Silver is planning something.
Silver called Captain Smollett.
Captain, can we go to the island to explore?
All right, but come back when I call you.
Jim jumped into the boat.
I'll go with them. I want to see what they do.
The boat came near the beach. Jim caught a branch of a tree and pulled himself up.
Hey, what are you doing?
He hid in the trees.
Jim! Jim! Where are you?
The sailors began to explore the island. Jim followed them. He saw Silver talking to one of the men.
Tom, you're an old friend. We want you with us.
No, John. I can't do it.
Don't be a fool. When we have the treasure, there is gold for you too.
No, I told you. I'm not a murderer. You're no friend, Silver. You're a gang of criminals. All of you.
Come back here!
Silver threw his crutch at Tom.
Oh!
Tom fell. In a second, Silver was on top of him. Silver pulled out his knife and stabbed him. Jim was terrified. He ran away.
7. Ben Gunn.
Jim ran and ran to the center of the island.
He killed him! He killed him!
He saw a figure in the rocks.
What's that? My God! It's a man! Who are you?
I'm Ben Gunn, I am. And I haven't spoken to another human being for 3 long years.
What happened to you?
I was on a ship, and they left me here. They sailed away and abandoned me. Poor old Ben Gunn.
Who were they?
The pirate, Flint, and Billy Bones, and that devil with 1 leg.
Long John Silver?
Do you know him?
Yes, he's here on the island to find Flint's treasure. He wants to kill us and take our ship.
I'll help you, but you must promise to take me home. 3 long years on this island, and no Christian food. I want to eat cheese again.
Suddenly, they heard the noise of explosions.
I can hear guns.
They're at Flint's stockade. Come on.
Jim followed Ben Gunn to the stockade.
Look, there's the English flag. What's happening?
While Jim was on the island, the others decided what to do.
Why don't we take over the ship? We can sail away and leave Silver and his men on the island.
We can't leave Jim Hawkins behind. He's on the island with Silver.
In any case, the ship isn't safe. There are 6 of Silver's men on board.
Dr. Livesey had an idea.
Let's abandon the ship. Look at the map. If we can arrive at this stockade, we can defend ourselves there.
We'll take guns and food from the ship. We can use the other boat.
Redruth, take this gun and keep an eye on those men.
They put guns and food into the boat.
I'll throw the extra guns in the sea.
Captain Smollett called the other sailors.
Who wants to come with us? If you stay, you are a mutineer.
We got the ship!
Goodbye, Captain Smollett!
One of them ran to the boat.
Let me go!
Good man, Grey.
The boat pulled away from the ship.
Let's hurry. We must get to the stockade before Silver.
Dr. Livesey looked back at the Hispaniola.
Look! They've got the cannon!
Trelawney fired and hit one of the mutineers. Then the cannon fired. The cannonball hit the side of the boat.
Help! The boat's going down!
Fortunately, the water wasn't deep. They arrived on the beach.
Look! In the trees! It's Silver and his men! We must run!
The mutineers attacked. They arrived at the stockade.
Hurry up! Into the stockade!
Inside they were safe. Dr. Livesey examined Redruth.
How is he?
It's bad. A bullet hit him in the back.
Captain Smollett had the flag from the Hispaniola.
Let's put up the flag. We'll teach those mutineers a lesson.
A few minutes later, Jim arrived.
Dr. Livesey, are you all right?
8. Silver makes an offer.
Jim told the others his story.
This Ben Gunn is a strange creature.
He was all alone for 3 years. He's a bit crazy, but he knows the island very well.
Why doesn't he come into the stockade?
He's afraid. He wants you to go and meet him.
Suddenly, Grey came out.
Bad news, Captain. Redruth is dead.
Redruth was buried in the stockade.
Poor Redruth. He was a good man.
Captain Smollett prepared to defend the stockade.
Hunter, you take the window. Jim, watch the door. If you see anybody in the trees, shoot. Our only hope is to stay here and defend the stockade. They have the ship. Perhaps they will decide to sail away. Listen to them singing. They're all drunk with rum.
In a week, they will all be sick with malaria. I've got the medicine box here.
Look, there's one of them with a white flag. He wants to talk.
It's Long John Silver.
Captain Smollett was suspicious.
Perhaps it's a trick. Who's there?
Captain Silver, sir.
Captain Silver? Who's he?
It's me, sir. These poor lads made me their captain. After you deserted us. Can I come in to talk?
I don't want to talk to you, but you can come if you have something to say.
Silver came into the stockade.
Hello, Jim. Good morning, Captain. Can't we go inside?
No, you can sit there. Well, what have you got to say?
We want that treasure, Captain. But you have the map. Give us the map, and we promise to leave you alone.
I see. Now you listen to me, Mr. Silver. You come here, one by one, and give me your guns. And I promise to take you back to England and put you all in prison. That's my last word.
What?
You're finished, Silver. You can't find the treasure, and you can't sail the ship. Now go away.
Help me to stand up. Will nobody help me?
No.
By God, you'll be sorry. I'll be back here in 1 hour, and I'll smash your old house like a bottle.
9. The attack.
They prepared for the attack.
Doctor, you stand at the door. Hunter, take the window on this side.
An hour passed.
Why don't they come? I don't like this waiting.
Suddenly, Joyce fired.
Did you hit him?
I don't think so, sir.
The attack started.
Give me another gun, quick!
The mutineers entered the stockade.
Come on, lads! Let's get them.
Captain Smollett and his men were trapped.
They're coming from all directions.
Outside, lads! Use your swords!
The battle continued outside.
They're going!
They're running away!
The battle was over. But there was bad news.
Hunter and Joyce are dead.
And Captain Smollett is wounded.
I'm all right. How many of them did we get?
4 or 5, I think.
Dr. Livesey had a plan.
Captain Smollett, I've got an idea. I want to find Ben Gunn.
Gray and Jim were outside.
One thing is certain, Jim. Those pirates are not coming back today. Look! Where's the doctor going?
I don't know. It's very quiet here. I'm going to see what Silver and his men are doing.
Be careful.
Jim ran through the woods to the sea.
There they are on the beach. And there's the Hispaniola.
He saw something under a tree.
What's this? A little boat? Perhaps Ben Gunn uses it for fishing. If I cut the Hispaniola's ropes, they can't use the ship. But I must wait until it's dark.
Jim waited until the evening.
This little boat is terrible. I can't control it.
He heard angry voices from the ship.
Don't come near me.
Put that knife down, you fool!
He found the ship's rope.
Now, if I can cut this rope... There. Oh no! The boat's going down!
10. Israel Hands.
Jim slept on the deck of the ship. He woke up the next morning.
We're at sea! And there's nobody on the ship!
Then he saw 2 bodies.
That's Israel Hands! And O'Brien! dead. What am I gonna do now? How can I sail the ship?
He went inside the ship.
What a disaster. They drank every bottle.
Jim went back to the deck.
So you're not dead, Israel.
Brandy. Give me brandy. Ah. By God, I needed that.
Jim took down the pirate's flag.
I'm in command of this ship now. Remember that.
Aye, aye, Captain Hawkins. But who is going to sail her? You help me. Give me food and drink and a bandage for my leg, and I'll teach you how to sail.
Hans told Jim what to do. Soon they were on the north coast of the island.
Do you see that river? You can sail the ship in there. Well done, Captain Hawkins. We're nearly there.
Jim saw Hans behind him. He suddenly turned the wheel. They fell onto the deck.
Whoa!
Ah! The ship's turning!
Jim ran to the mast, but Hans followed him.
Now I've got you, my boy.
He climbed up the mast. Hans was just behind him.
I'm coming for you, Jim.
Jim stopped and took out his pistol.
Don't move, Mr. Hans, or you're a dead man.
All right, Jim. You've got me.
But suddenly, Hans threw the knife.
Ha!
The knife hit Jim, and his pistol fired. Hans fell into the sea.
Oh!
11. Silver's prisoner.
Jim climbed down.
Well, that's the end of Israel Hans.
He pushed O'Brien's body off the ship.
You can join your friend in the sea.
Then he left the Hispaniola.
Silver will never find the ship here. Now I can go back to the stockade.
He began to walk across the island.
Oh, it's getting dark. I must hurry. There's the stockade. Oh, it's strange that there's no guard.
Jim went inside.
They're all sleeping. Dr. Livesey.
Who's that?
It's our young friend Jim Hawkins.
Oh, Long John.
Silver looked at Jim.
Well, well, Jim Hawkins. It's nice of you to come and visit us.
Where are my friends? Dr. Livesey and the others?
I don't know. The doctor came to see me with a white flag. He said, "You let us go away, and you can take the stockade." I like you, Jim. You're a good lad. Forget your friends. You can join us.
No, Silver. I'm not a pirate, and I'm not afraid of you.
George Merry pulled out a knife.
Let's kill him now, Long John.
Cut his throat.
No, you dogs. I'm the captain here, and you do what I say.
We decide who the captain is, Silver. And we want to talk about it. Now. Outside.
They went outside.
They're fools. I'll never find the treasure with them. Believe me, Jim, I want to cooperate with you and Captain Smollett. I'm your friend. I help you, and you help me. All right? All right.
12. The Black Spot Again.
Jim looked out of the window.
They're coming back.
Mary and the others came in.
We've got something for you, Silver.
We got something for you, Captain. We got a little present that you're not gonna like.
Silver looked at the piece of paper.
Haven't seen one of these for a while, have you?
The Black Spot. So you want a new captain?
Yes. We wanted to kill Captain Smollett and the others, but you let them go.
And now this boy. The boy is a hostage. Can't you see? We can use him. Yes. I let Smollett and the others go free. But do you know why? Look what they gave me.
Silver showed them the map of Treasure Island.
He's got the map of the treasure. The map? We're rich. Now, do you want a new captain?
No, you're our captain, Long John.
Jim was shocked.
Did they really give you the map?
Yes, Jim. But don't ask me why.
The next morning, a visitor arrived.
It's the doctor.
He promised to bring some medicine.
Dr. Livesey came into the stockade.
Good morning, Doctor. We got a surprise for you.
Jim! Here is your medicine, but now I want to talk to the boy.
No.
All right, you can talk. But I'll keep an eye on you.
Silver, you're too soft with that boy. If he escapes...
You won't escape.
They walked to the wall.
Remember, Doctor, I saved the boy's life. He can tell you.
It's true.
If we get back to England, will you say a good word for me? I don't want to die in prison.
All right, Silver, I will do what I can. And now, are you going to look for the treasure?
Yes.
I warn you. Be careful when you find it. Jim, stay next to Silver. Goodbye. And good luck.
13. The Last Battle.
Jim was worried.
Can I really believe Silver? I know he wanted to kill us. And why did they give him the map?
The treasure hunt began.
Now, lads, let's go and find this treasure.
Silver put a rope around Jim.
We don't want our friend Jim to run away.
They took the boat to the southeast coast of the island.
Look! There's the tall tree on the map.
Silver opened the map.
This is the way.
What's that? Up there on the hill. Oh my God. It's a skeleton.
6 men helped Flint to bury his treasure. He killed them all.
Look at the map. The skeleton is pointing to the treasure. That devil Flint left him here to show the way.
The pirates were afraid.
Think of Flint and his 6 dead men.
It makes my blood go cold.
Listen. What's that?
Where's Flint, by God?
Let's run.
I don't want to stay on this island any longer. Come on, lads, come on.
Flint is dead, you fools. But I think I know that voice. It's Ben Gunn.
Ben Gunn? I'm not afraid of him.
Silver pulled Jim by the rope.
Hurry up. We're nearly there.
Jim looked at the expression on his face.
Silver doesn't want to help us. He just wants the treasure.
They saw something in the trees.
Look, over there. Come on.
Come on, lads, come on, dig. Come on, you lady.
Get on with it.
Dig. Come on, how much further?
Get on with it, boys.
There's nothing here.
The treasure's gone.
What?
Mary and the others were furious.
Look, one piece of gold.
Silver gave Jim a pistol.
Take this, Jim.
Thank you. So you want to change sides again?
Here is your treasure, Silver. You old fool. One piece of gold.
Ha! George, you want to be captain again.
You're finished. You and that boy.
Suddenly, there were 3 shots from the trees. 2 of the pirates fell. Silver fired at Mary.
Goodbye, George. I think you're finished.
Dr. Livesey, Ben Gunn, and Gray came out of the trees.
Quick! 3 of them are running away!
Let them go. What can they do now?
14. The End.
Silver looked at Dr. Livesey.
Thank you, Doctor. You arrived just in time.
We came here for Jim, not you.
And who is that? Ben Gunn?
Yes, I'm Ben Gunn, I am. Do you remember me? Silver?
Yes, I remember you. Did you take the treasure?
3 years on this island. I know every little stone. I found the treasure, and I moved it to my cave.
That's why I gave you the map, Silver. I knew there was nothing there.
Ha! I was a fool.
Where are Captain Smollett and Mr. Trelawney?
They're in Ben Gunn's cave, near North Bay. We can go there in the boat.
They took the boat to the north of the island.
Let's find the Hispaniola. I left her in North Bay.
They saw the ship near the coast.
Look, there she is.
They went on board.
We can sail to the cave in the Hispaniola.
They arrived at Ben Gunn's cave. Silver saw Mr. Trelawney.
Good evening, sir.
Ah, John Silver. Perhaps we can save you from hanging in London, but you are a monstrous villain.
Jim went inside the cave.
Captain Smollett, how are you?
I'm fine, Jim.
What's that?
That is Flint's treasure. 17 men are dead because of it.
The next day, they started to carry the treasure onto the ship.
It will take days to move all this. What about the other 3 mutineers?
We must leave them here on the island. We can't risk taking them.
After 3 days, the Hispaniola sailed away from Treasure Island.
Are you sorry to leave, Jim?
No, I never want to come back.
Silver was a little worried.
Where are we going, Doctor?
To a port in South America, and then to England.
A week later, they arrived at the port of San Cristobal.
Come with us, Jim. We're going to visit the town.
They returned in the evening. Ben Gunn was very agitated.
Silver isn't on the ship. He's gone away.
They went inside.
Look! He took some of the treasure.
I'm glad he's gone.
The Hispaniola returned to England with the treasure. Jim and his friends were rich. They never saw Long John Silver again. But sometimes Jim dreamed about Treasure Island. He woke up in the middle of the night and heard the sea booming and the sharp voice of Captain Flint screeching, "Pieces of 8. Pieces of 8."